every month with you. And especially the topic for this month is really, really close to my heart. You know
Yeah.
how closely I really believe in the topic, which is serve to sell. And this actually comes from my real experience of being a sales professional and a sales leader. And I would not be wrong to say that I was pretty successful. but then, but then the thing is that I first started with customer service and guest service, and then after my MBA, I did move into sales and marketing. So that was the starting point where the customer service or the guest service or the customer experience was ingrained in my style of working. And when I moved into sales, it always remained as one of the key elements. And Beck, when I first moved into sales and people were very experienced, more experienced than me, quite successful. And that's when I was really interested in learning from them and also sharing what I have learned from a different context of customer service before sales. And I realized that sales comes at a very later stage of your interaction with your customer. And it's like almost the last stage or maybe the second last stage where you talk about the price or you get into a win-win sales negotiation or you try to add in some extra value adds to close the sale because you really worked hard over the whole sales cycle, starting from prospecting to presenting to really demonstrating the product and the service and how much of a difference it could make and trying to really indirectly show your customers that you're the right fit for their business, for their money, for their time. What I've realized is many, if not all, of the sales professionals keep their eyes very, very, very focused on the end goal, which is to sell, to get the money. But then the whole process of sales is not just about that. And the difference that I could see in my way of selling versus many other sales professionals that when I was selling, you can check out my social media and you will see some of the memes and my stories over there that I always served. I never sold. I always served and sales happened. And that too, sales happened at a higher price, bigger volume, and for a longer period of time than just trying to sell and make that one independent sale. And that is purely from my experience that I was literally doing value adds. I was literally doing service. I was trying to be in my customer's shoes. I was trying to be on their side rather than on the seller's side and trying to build that trust with, and unknowingly, it's not that I was knowingly trying to build that trust and to sell, but then very from my heart, I was there in their favor that, okay, you are the one who is going to be using my product or service and you're the one who is going to be spending. So you need to be convinced, you need to really feel comfortable that you are with the right person who has the right product or service for you. And that made me always think about how can I add better value? How can I add more value so that you feel you get to do the right decision for yourself, whether I'm the right fit or someone else is the right fit. And that most of the time I literally had to do no negotiation, no extra value adds because they were already finding so much of value that they were ready to pay for any extra add-on. And that was like an upselling, cross-selling, future selling, next selling for my business rather than just trying to negotiate in order to close. So that's the reason Beck and I have really brought this concept, especially which is very, very critical after the pandemic, where the customers are the kings and queens and they're really looking for the right value and they really want to be associated with the right company, right product, right people, right service. And this is the right time when we all should embark on the journey of serve to sell, because this is going to make your life easier in the sales process when you're trying to really make that sale, close that deal.